I have no clue what you're talking about. What about him? Once. Yeah, once. I mean, that's one more than you have. I ain't got nothing to do with y'all. All right. Well, good luck, man.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Scanning the field. It's Massey. Right down the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. receives it with the back. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Hauls it in. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck that had to be a blown assignment. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in this pass.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. On target to the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. They just keep firing. Here's the pressure. Back's got it.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Massey. intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the wildcat.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Defense in press coverage. Back to pass on second down. Release to the back. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Trying play action. Moving away from pressure. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The running back has it. Breaks into the open. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So 1st down here as they go back to work. right back to the well. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and this defense has set them up in scoring position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here come the Irish back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, in the middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell, drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the right. It's complete. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Notre Dame has it now 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that. Turn at the 22. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't connect on his first throw.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here we go. To the ground with the back. Powers through the defender. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. At the 35, he's loose. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Willis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's complete on the right side. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Buckeyes will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A high high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
The Buckeyes looking to convert on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. And the penalty will be accepted. The offense says, thank you very much. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll just down it right there.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. And the offense will take the penalty, move the ball forward, and save the down. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Never had a chance. What coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. Notre Dame backed up in the shadow of its own goal post, looking for room on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Still looking on the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half. When you got to have it, execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll start the return inside his 5. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start. At their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. To the air, it's Siegel. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye team.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it. Recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
Wants to fire on second down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you get more and more hits on a QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Floating away. He'll try to do it himself. There he goes. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. From the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. The throw. He's got him. Just keeps picking up the top yards and gets it down to the 26. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. And off from the shotgun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Hey, if you get kicked, we ain't playing again. So I advise you to speed the fuck up.
The Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on third down.
Because you're not calling a play before 5 seconds.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll try to get it through the air. Snags it over the middle. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, third down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end, but it's one thing to draw it up on the blackboard. It's another thing to go execute and prevent that guy from catching the ball. He's so big. He's so athletic. You could have the perfect play call on, and he's still picking up the front.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Ball State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Schumann Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Middle Tennessee. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the play.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's. Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back. And that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
To the air, it's Seagal. Got his man. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll move the tight end. From the gun, running back gets the gift.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Dances away to buy time. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
This game just feels
Hey, that man coverage ain't going to work for too much longer, boss.
Setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
The Irish send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one.
Nah, I'm just letting you know that's why you be losing. You don't fucking change your defense. So eventually that shit's going to get worn out because you're going to run out of plays to run. So yeah, I'm just trying to help you, but you can go ahead and stay in man and watch what stay in man and watch what I do. I'm just telling you, like, goofy.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Wants to go up top on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Picked off, what a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking downfield, it's Siegel. Gets it to him on the screen. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run play action. On the move to his left. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
The give to the tailback. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Keeps looking downfield. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication. And it can really rattle an offense.
To throw, it's Seagal. Rushes on him. Got some room into the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
I told you, stay in man and watch what the fuck I'm gonna do. You thought I was playing.
DB's right up on the receivers. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time to go back. They're both trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is
GG's though, my boy,
on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Motion from the wideout. He'll take it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And now the hip knocks it loose. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return you do, and a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires into the end zone. can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
It's never easy on defense being in a sudden change situation like this. On the very first snap, they take a shot. You're backed up almost in your red zone. Great job forcing an incompletion now to catch your breath, get some momentum.
They're dealing with a second and long. The corners are walked up tight. Back to throw, it's Siegel. Unloads to the right. He makes a grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
They'll move the wide receiver. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. ULM is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 17 to Rutgers. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll start this drive firing. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Looking deep. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his own 20. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Motion from the back. This guy can throw it. Under fire. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to pass, it's Seagal. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Touchdown, Buckeyes! What a great play. What a huge moment for this defense.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the... and taking them back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David. Turning it on. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get
these weak-ass injury timeouts is saving you right now.
If they turn around and hand it off again here.
You should have no timeouts left.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. Gets it past the marker. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. He's going to run it. Crosses the 35. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Complete in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Throwing right. Got his man. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy.
Pass to the end zone. Touchdown in the final seconds, and they're just a point away from tying it up.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way.
That's on you.
A long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
And they're going to go for 2 and try to decide it right now. Let's go! He'll set up to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Goofy. Should have just played and went to overtime. Defense been playing great all game. That's your problem, bro.
We'll take a break to check him out.
You only throw short. Why would you fucking go for a pass on the 2-yard line when I know that that's all you like to do is throw short? I'm going to play underneath. Cover 2.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee.